Hey, welcome back to Dungeon Defenders Redux Quest for Completion. It is episode not 9 because this is an interlude episode. What you are seeing right now is a build, most of a build, I think. Right now might be the Dance Dance Revolution part of it. But yeah, pay attention to this build. This build is very important. I'll explain more things in it later. But this episode, what's going on here? So, this episode, the whole plan is we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a dancing squire pet. Why are we getting this pet? I hope you couldn't hear my I hope you couldn't hear my chair there. The reason we're getting this pet is because it gives us. I'll put up a little visual on the screen right now. I don't want to do that, but I'll do that anyways. Um, 800 in every stat except for abilities, which means it's really really nice. And on top of that, it gives us a player speed boost, so it'll be really nice. And yeah, it's also a pet that we need kind of for completion. So gotta get it eventually. But yeah, this pet's really, really good. It's once per account. One of these you get per account ever. So we get this one, and then we can never get another one. So yeah, we're getting it out of the way. To get the pet, how do you get it? You got to do Moonbase on Ascension. Doesn't matter if you do Ruthless or Hardcore. Neither of them matter, as long as it's done on Ascension. And you have to score a 240 or higher on the Dance Dance Revolution machine. The only humanly possible way to do this is to choose the green difficulty and score everything. You can't miss a single beat there, otherwise you mess up. So here's a strategy, okay? Um, what you want to do is spawn in, hit the button under the stairs. You'll see this later, okay? Don't worry about this. Spawn and hit the button under the stairs. After you hit that button, you want to go run over to the Dance Dance Revolution machine, choose green difficulty. If you mess up, like if you miss one of the beats when you're below 100 in terms of your score, just reset. Otherwise, if you're above 100, let it run out, do another run there, and if you get that one good, if you don't get it, reset. That's just the most time efficient way because you are going to mess this up a lot. It took me like 20 something attempts to be able to get a score of 240. But yeah, right, what you're seeing right now though is the build. So let me explain some things about the build. This is a build that is meant to work on 2K stats on Nightmare Hardcore Moonbase. It's a very low stat build, works really well. You just do one core. What's unique about this build? No. What's unique about this map, Moonbase, is that you can have 2 out of your 3 crystals get destroyed. And when that happens, two things occur. The first thing is that you lose a bunch of DU for each crystal that gets destroyed. Second of all, when the crystals get destroyed, any defenses, players, enemies around them will just, they're gone. They'll get deleted. So it's important, as you've probably seen so far, to if you're gonna do a one core build, decrease the size of your auras and traps and things like that to make sure that nothing really, really messes up and gets destroyed. Now, that's why we're making our auras, as you've already seen, I think. I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're saying. We made our auras very small. Just make sure that they're not, super close. Just do exactly what I do in this video and you'll be fine, right? Same with the traps. Make sure that you place your gas traps either directly on your auras or a little bit farther ahead of your auras to make sure that Jins on the first wave don't fuck it up. Um, yeah, that's it for the auras and gas traps. The next set is your EV beams. Now, I put EV beams on my minions and all that. It does increase their resistance, make them live a bit longer. Well, make them not die, I suppose. But you don't really need to do this. You can kind of save that DU and use it elsewhere. But I would definitely recommend at least putting one beam of buff beams at each choke point. Now the next part of it, oh yeah, also make your reflector beams kind of like how I do it in this video. That's also a very important part because we have Cyclopses coming in. Their spitballs are absolutely cancerous. Next part is your lightning towers, right? This is your last step in your DU. Make sure you put your lightning towers like how I do it in this video because otherwise your lightning towers will get destroyed by the crystal breaking, and that won't be happy for you because with this build for Ascension, you kind of really need to have those lightning towers. You're gonna be struggling a lot otherwise. But yeah, that's the DU part. Next, unlike I did, don't mess up at all with your like character swapping. You have very limited time here. I got it on my first try in the run itself. I didn't have to do 2 attempts. Is what I mean for the 240 score. I got it quickly, and even I nearly ran out of time. So you really got to be quick with it. But then you go to your summoner. You place a wall of archers at each choke point. behind that wall of archers, you place 2 spider minions and 2 mage minions. Then with any leftover mana, if you have the time, just place some more archers here and there. You can move everything around later, but that's going to be it for your first wave. It's a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of stressful stuff, but your first main thing is get that score of 240 and then really, really hope that things work out, honestly. The next step is wave 2. So your first wave is finished. Now you're on wave 2. What should have happened in wave 2, or wave 1, is that your other 2 crystals were destroyed. Now that they have been destroyed, I hope so at least, what you want to move on to is your Jester. Go onto your Jester and move your auras roughly how I am in this video, and make your auras big again. Again, you can make your auras big or small by pressing plus or minus on your keyboard. Do the same thing with your traps as well. Make sure they're in the buff beams. And once you do this, you're kind of set for the whole run. That's all you need to do. You can maybe move some minions around if you want to, but not that important. From now on, you're just going to be sitting on top of your lightning towers, shooting your genius scimitar shots, and tower buffing as much as you can. Player buffing if you need to, such and such. Yeah, in the video itself that you're going to see in a second, I actually messed up a lot of parts of this, but I still managed to make it through. So I guess that's just kind of evidence towards, how good this build really is. But yeah, I think that's everything. I hope that's everything. I'm looking at my recording folder, like 20 attempts to try and get this all in one take. So I'm gonna hope this one was a good one. And yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Now, whilst you're seeing this gameplay of me just doing my damnedest to get this 240 score, I should mention a few things. So the I was really contemplating on whether or not I would put the Dancing Squire into this series video thing. I know I would get it eventually, but like this early on, I don't know. Just because it really is one of the more difficult things to get in the game, very much so. I would consider myself pretty good at the Dance Dance Revolution game in Dungeon Defenders. I used to farm a lot of treadmills a lot, so I kind of got good with it back on live. But if you're not good with it, you're going to have a lot of difficulty. Honestly, you might be able to just kind of skip this and not get the pet. I really don't think it'll make that much of a difference in the future, simply because you can get yourself a fish that has quad 500 stats really, really easily, and just use that, and you'll have 300 lower and a bunch of stats, but I don't think that'll be a make or break. Um, and even if depending on what you put your pet on, the player speed bonus I think won't be that much of a make or break either. At least I'll try to keep it that way in the future, but no promises. Either way, though, I wish you guys the fucking best of luck getting this pet, because it is very frustrating. I would recommend just put on some music in the background, give it a bunch of attempts, and hope you get it. And I also hope you don't mess up as much as I did with the build in this video, because holy hell, I messed it up a damned lot, and it was really, really rough. That little bridge area in the center above the crystal that we're protecting is so annoying. That bridge is so frustrating. I don't know why things just decide to teleport on top of there. I think the electric ore at some point, when I moved it around, just teleported up there. It's some of the dumbest shit, but whatever, I guess. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna put some music on in the background because there's not much to hear in the video itself. I tried to commentate, I failed a lot, so rather than having you guys hear that sped up, I'll probably just put some music on, and I don't know what exactly. I'll find something in a bit, but yeah, enjoy. Hey, hey. This is a bit of more post commentary. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your music. This is the run where we had the Dance Dance Revolution machine actually like work and we got the score properly. And I'm going to be doing this build. Well, I'm not doing this build. I'm going to be commentating over this build and showing you guys what I did wrong. So I again, I got lucky with the time, or I got lucky and I got it on my first attempt, sort of, kind of, so I didn't have to do two attempts, so I got a bit more time, but to compensate for that, definitely on purpose and not on accident, I messed up my build and had to resell the towers. Like here, I'm reselling this aura stack and resizing them. Yeah, so I think it should be entirely possible with two attempts on the DDR machine, but yeah. Make sure you're quick with swapping your characters. Here on the Huntress, I know for a fact on the Huntress I made a mistake. This first set of gas traps and or the gas and fire traps you can make however big you want. The second one, don't do what I did here. You know, you guys saw how to do it properly. Don't build that gas trap so far back. You're gonna see in a little bit that really led to a big issue. Here's me trying to place another gas trap somewhere just to see if I can. I couldn't. Next. EV beams, right? So EV beams, I did not place these things properly. I got the reflector wall here, right? I think I did it a little differently in the actual build that I showed you guys, but reflector wall here. I was really stingy with my DU with a tower buff beam there. I forgot to place the other buff beam back there for the mages. A lot of mess ups here. I think this part was perfectly fine, nothing out of ordinary. To be entirely honest, like you can kind of be stingy with your buff beams a lot. Here with the buff beams for the lightning towers, be very, very careful. Don't place your lightning towers too far back, otherwise they will get destroyed. So yeah, we missed a few minions buff beams there. We missed one set of minion buff beams there and a reflector as well. There I opened my stack script, putting down all these lightning towers. Oh, I was really slow with everything. Um, unlike unlike me in the build that I blah, blah, blah. Make sure when you're on your summoner, get the mana from any chest that you can on the way. I did a bit of a detour right there. Don't do what I did. Um, you will have a lot of mana lying around, so you shouldn't have to worry that much. Like right now, I'm really in a time crunch. So getting this extra mana from these chests is kind of an iffy thing unless they're really, really on the way. Especially because there's so much mana just lying down on the ground here. You got to be super quick with your summoning of the minions. You got to try getting 3 minions being summoned at once at any given point in time. I even accidentally summoned a spider minion. Yeah, I think this will totally be possible for you guys, even if you have to give the DDR machine 2 attempts for your 240 score. Oh yeah, for sure. Um, man, I've never been so happy to mess up. But yeah, from what I remember of this build exactly, I did definitely mess up with some placement. I didn't have enough reflector beams and things like that. And as you'll see in a very, very short moment, my strength drain aura went down. And later on, way later on, I noticed that my reflector beams and everything was really fucked up. So a Cyclops spitball got through at some point and nearly killed my my archers. That was really annoying. And then a little bit after that, maybe yeah, you know what? I'll stop the speed down at those points. After that, a Cyclops's call it spitball just destroyed my HP and nearly killed me. So more reason to put proper buff beam, not proper buff, and proper reflector walls. I think in a second right now my call is about to get destroyed. Yep. Oh, a Major Minion also got destroyed because my strength drain wasn't large enough on this area. You love to see it, guys. Lovely. So yeah, that's the is he dead now? No, he already got my strength drain. I didn't notice when that happened, but strength drain went down, a Major Minion went down. Things were not good. Things could have been good. But we recover from these. I just moved some of my minions around a little bit and fixed everything. I think I want to keep talking. The thing is, I'm gonna keep talking because it's really really annoying in the actual like playing the game stuff to not playing the game stuff to in the editing process to like go back and change the speeds of everything. It's not hard, it's tedious. Anyways, here we go on to our jester. Again, on our jester, first of all, he's moving really slow. You should have him like actually leveled up somewhat. Second of all, I messed up some of the placements of these auras a lot, a lot. And again, we only have one strength drain. This strength drain, I didn't realize it until a little bit later, but I placed that on top of that wall, or on top of that big bridge up there, that goddamn bridge. Same with that electric aura, and same with the snare aura. All of these things I will realize later on. I'm finicky right now with these. I'm being messy with this gas trap just because you can't actually place it on the stairs unless you have a super big range. Otherwise, it doesn't reach the buff beam down there. It's really weird. Don't ask me how or why it works, or to be accurate, why it doesn't work. You can see I'm trying to mess around. I'm doing a bit more messing around with the auras, just trying to figure out why the hell it's like, why can't I summon this location? Why are they overlapping? It's a whole mess. Just please make sure you have the build in mind before you do it. Oh, don't make the same mistakes I did. Good lord. But oh my god, yeah, I really messed up. But I think that's all I want to say. I mean, I'll do the following, but at 2x speed. Um, the gesture parts of it at 2x speed. I think I even ran out of time on my gesture. But with all that said, make sure you got the build memorized, guys, or at least watch along with the video. And best of luck. Back to the music. Probably just try to get the whole map completed, because then we can get ourselves a Genius Scimitar as well. Can you please not jump over our troops? That would be much appreciated. Don't you dare kill all of our towers. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You nearly killed me. Why can they do that? Oh, thank God, the lightning towers just reactivated. I don't know what it is about the lightning towers, but sometimes they just don't want to exist. That was close. That was really, really close. Although I think we might have been fine even without our tower boost, but it's hard. It's kind of hard to say. I would have been really mad though, no doubt. If I died there, I would have been really, really, really mad. But that's our completion. I can update the wiki about this. Yeah, I can put this in the wiki. We should have our we now have sample stats for the wiki, because at the moment we didn't have any sample stats. So this is kind of completion on the wiki as well. Glad to get this out of the way. Sweetest. Dancing Squire, there he is. Whew. In case, oh, and we got an achievement too. Wait, we got the achievement for Nightmare as well? Yo, look at him. Can't stop, won't stop. Special item. We can rename him, that's it. So this is the pet. As you can see, lovely pet. Let's see some of the other stuff we got from here. Our fissionable, wow, our fissionable sucks. I'll keep it because some of our characters don't have a pet. Do. Yeah, all right. Quietus. All right, let's put that in the keep folder. Nothing else from here was worth keeping. But yeah, we've done it. This is the conclusion of episode 8.45. I guarantee you there was a lot of post commentary there because I really didn't explain things properly. Um, wow, holy shit, there's a lot of mana over here. I don't know what all this mana came from, but we'll take it. If you're wondering, the total amount of attempts it took to get 240 on the DDR machine, more than 10, less than 30. I would say probably like 20-ish, around 20 attempts. Um, I I don't know, it'll vary between people, but eh, eh. But yeah, let's go put the pet on. I'm gonna hit you with a curveball here. I'm not actually going to put the pet onto my main character DPS. The what's her name? I'm gonna put it on our this one. So the reason being that I'm putting it on our what's it called? Ah, what is the name? The reason I'm putting it on our initiate, there we go, is because as you've probably noticed from us building things, ah shit, our initiate is always the character that we go on. Let me get the completion finished. Our initiate is always the character that we go on when it comes to getting certain things done. So certain things done. Man, there's gonna be a lot of explanation. There's gonna be a lot of post commentary. But yeah, man, he's kind of huge though. It's literally just a character model, and he's all pink. I don't know that he's supposed to be all pink, but take it. This is a high tier flex right here. He never stops dancing, does he? Holy hell. I can go put these stats on the wiki now. Anyways, though, thank you guys for watching. Um, this has been episode 8 point something of the Dungeon Defenders Quest for Completion series, Dungeon Defenders Redux Quest for Completion series. This was really fun. To be honest, really nerve-wracking as well, but we got it complete, guys. Let's go. All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys in episode 9.